commenced, our conception of a library was an immense building arranged with galleries and stepladders and with books piled to the third heaven. This was the vision of James B. Colgate when he set about providing Colgate University with its first library. This grand image, however, would not come to exist in exactly that form. Upon consulting career librarians, Colgate found that the library would need reading rooms and reception areas to accommodate the undergraduates he was funding the project for. It was at this point in time that the library became a place meant for undergraduate study and learning, rather than the domain of professors doing scholarly work. The library was first located in West Hall and consisted of only a few hundred volumes. At this point, the library's resources were used mainly by professors and scholars. There was no real system of organization to allow students to access materials easily. The library was a place of complete silence and intense focus. Soon, the collection outgrew its space in West Hall and was moved to a room built specifically to house the library in the newly constructed Alumni Hall. Here, the library underwent its first classification in an effort to make it somewhat user-friendly. In 1891, James B. Colgate Hall was built solely to house the library. This marked the full transition of the library to a student-centered institution. Rules and fines were put in place to encourage responsible use of the library's many resources. James B. Colgate had created a space where undergraduates could focus their studies and access helpful resources. The library became so highly trafficked that James B. Colgate Hall could soon no longer fulfill what was demanded of it. Therefore, Everett Needham Case Library was completed in 1958 with larger stack capacity and increased study areas for students to spend time in. In 1982, this building was renovated further to accommodate the students who made the library their first choice study space. The library had become the most important place on campus that many students would not go a day without visiting. The most recent addition to the library involved a total upheaval of the daily activities there. The library closed on May 6, 2005 and was forced to move the reference and circulation desks to James C. Colgate Hall. Students were upset by the loss of their familiar study area, as well as the countless resources that only the library could provide them with. The meager beginning of the Colgate Library, located in West Hall, is no longer recognizable within the current Everett Needham Case Library, which represents a major landmark of the campus, with its 5 sprawling floors and extensive resources for student research. The library has evolved from a place of absolute silence and reflection meant solely for professors to the center of student activity associated with learning.